Hi, this is Kevin. It is 114 degrees and it's supposed to be 115 degrees. And I plan on walking the strip. Do you think I'm crazy? Well, I'm not totally crazy because I'm not going to actually be walking in the heat. I'm going to find the coolest ways that you can possibly find to be able to walk from here to the Mandalay Bay. Yeah, that's right. From the Bellagio to Mandalay Bay. And I'm not going to be walking much on the outside. There's going to be some times where I have to cross over, but I'm going to be taking various modes of transportation. So stick with me, and we're going to head over from Bellagio to Mandalay Bay. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but all the way down is the MGM. We're going to be going even past that, but we're not going to be heading down this hot, sweaty, check out the lake. We're not going to be taking this hot, sweaty way. We're going to actually be going through various passages to get there. So let's start with this one. We go inside the Bellagio, check out the lake. Oh, they're over there working on something. See them over there? Got a little pontoon boat and stuff. So we're going to be going in. Yeah, kids like to play in the. So let's go on up. We're going to go through the nice cool Bellagio. Now I'm going to try to save my energy. Now, I walk in all sorts of weather. I'll put on a hat, wet down a cloth, put it around me. And I've been known to walk in 100-degree weather for miles, so with the sun beating down. So I'm not a stranger to walking in the heat, but I don't like to. And in this particular case, if I can go through the Bellagio, we're going to be taking the tram. Yeah, so I'm going to show you where the tram is. And then we'll head on over through the tram, we'll head on over to Aria. And then we'll head over to, we'll walk over to the Park MGM. That's going to be probably one of the spots where we're going to be out in the heat, but not for very long. And then we'll walk through, all the hotels, New York, cross over to Excalibur, and then we'll take the trams from Excalibur to Mandalay Bay. So join me, stick with me. It's going to be a long trip. So you can see that the Bellagio is beautiful. Look at this rotunda. Check out the rotunda. It's very beautiful. Now, I have to be patient while I'm walking because I live here and I'm in high performance mode. I do like 17-minute miles walking very slow. And these people are probably walking 30-minute miles, 40-minute miles. So I have to be patient. Look, see? See? Do they look like they even need those things? But you know what? It's Vegas. Maybe it's fun to them. And I might be a little bitchy. I haven't done my walk yet this morning. So I'm kind of excited about that. We're coming through the Bellagio. Right here is Lago. Now Lago has a view of the lake over there. So yeah, it's over there. It's the Lago. There's the menu, QR codes, reservations if you want it. Here's one of the all-time favorites of people that come to the Bellagio, and that's the Mayfair Supper Club. beautiful. And over there's the craps. So yeah, let's just keep going. There's the cashier's office. We're actually walking through the Bellagio. And you'll have to keep watching to see where I go to get on the tram. There's the Jasmine Chinese restaurant. I laugh because they're well marketed inside the Bellagio, but yet they won't put out a QR code on the outside, and they haven't changed that. You know, it's like their marketing people don't know how to market. Just kidding. I told you I was bitchy. I was in marketing all my life. Little touches like that are the difference between people eating with you and people not eating with you. And they say that we're kind of slowing down in Las Vegas. And maybe that's a good thing to bring down prices. Here's Hermes. Over here to the right is the piano bar. Love the piano bar. Especially when someone's actually playing and look how beautiful the lobby of you got Cholula glass flowers on the top. Straight ahead is the conservatory that everybody talks about. They changed it out recently. By recently, I mean a month ago or more. Here's the new Rolex store. The new Rolex store is brand new. Look at all the touches. We're not going to be going to the conservatory right now. Over there's the parking garage. So if you're, oh, look at the cute little pup. Cute little pup. So if you come here and you're staying at the hotel, or if you're just visiting, that would be where the parking garage. It gets right off next to the conservatory. So there's the Giardini home store. And look, we'll just take a quick glance, but I'm rushing through this because I really want to show you the path. Now we're kind of going off kilter a little bit. In fact, we're actually moving toward the back of Bellagio. Again, people walking in front of you, so it's just because they're on vacation. It's crazy. See the world's largest chocolate fountain? That's the world's largest, I guess, longest chocolate fountain. Like it's a thing. And we're going to start heading back here. So we went past the conservatory, the parking garage, past the world's largest chocolate factory, and we're heading back here to get on the, sorry, to get on the tram. So tram's just back here in this area. So look how pretty this is. Look at this floral sculpture. Over there is the, they used to have that open. But over there is the pool. So check it out. That's where you don't get in there. You have to actually go through over by, I think, the cashier's office where we came. So here's more. There's more of the pool area. People are starting to bring their animals, which I think is a great idea. Animals are your family. You don't want to leave them at home. You definitely don't want to leave them in a kennel. That's the way dogs get kennel cough and stuff like that. So here it says Convention Center, Gallery of Fine Arts, Business Service Center, Wedding Chapel. And then further down here, the Cosmopolitan and Vdara. and the escalator to the Aria tram. Tram. What are you, European or something? It's not a tram. So here we're going to go up here. You can just pull up my video while you're walking and follow the video. Some people will actually memorize this, which is great. I hope you do memorize it. But yeah, isn't it beautiful? I'm just gonna keep it rolling. 'Cause it really honestly won't take us that long to get there. See the sign, Cosmetology? Now you can walk to the Cosmo and Vidara, or you can take this to the Aria. So we're gonna take the tram to the Aria. Tram hours are 8 a.m. to 2 a.m. in case you're wondering. All right, more escalators. Now, you're definitely walking. You're definitely walking up these things. When you're walking, this I guess would technically be considered outside. And there's really nothing to look at. Look, nice, huh? Then look at this gigantic skyscraper, and across the street you can see a lot of there's the palms over there, and there's the Rio. So we're almost at the all right, so we're just gonna wait here. Tram. So we're actually going to go over here to go to this is, I think the other one is it's an express, but I'm willing to make some stops. So again, this one says tram to Crystals Aria and Park MGM Aria will arrive in 7 minutes. So in the meantime, and then these signs, these little blue signs up here, Aria and Park MGM with access to the Park and T-Mobile Arena. Crystals tram station with access to Aria. And we're here at the Bellagio with access to Vidara and the Cosmopolitan. Again, you can walk through that one hallway to the left, and then we went right to this tramway. But we're going to end up here with access to Park MGM and the T-Mobile Arena. Now that's one of those spots where we're going to be out in the heat. So be aware. So the other one's arriving. That's an express. That's the Aria Express. We're going to take the one that kind of stops along the way so you can see a few of the stops. Like Crystals, if you want to go to Crystals is in Aria, and if you're going to go to Crystals, which is a gigantic, I say overpriced, check out all these hotels, overpriced mall, then you would basically get off on the Aria station. So we're going to be making some more stops I want to show you. One is the Crystals tram station for Aria Casino, but we're going to go to the Park and the T-Mobile Arena. So hang in there. It'll be probably another 4 more minutes. So I'll pick you back up when we get on the actual tram. Stick with me. All right, and after standing in the blow dryer, as we like to call it, the this says the Aria Express, but it's not really the Aria Express, but we're going to go down and get on it, so stick with me. There's a few people braving the weather too. All right, so we're gonna get on the tram. And when we get over there, I'll show you a little bit more. Stick with me. So one of the places that we stop at is the Crystals, which is the big mall I was talking about, the shops in Crystals. So we're not getting off here. We're going to get off over at Aria. So stick with me. All right, we made it to Aria and Park MGM. So now we'll get off. Now we'll get off. I'm going to take the escalator. So I guess technically we're still pretty much outside, so it'll save us a lot of heat exhaustion by taking this. Sorry, I had to adjust my camera. Right there it says Aria and Park MGM. Oh, there's the way to Aria. And we're heading to the Park MGM Park and T-Mobile Arena. See the sign? And here we go. Heading to the Park MGM. Then you get a little selfie here. Sitting in the swings. Park MGM. Now Park MGM, the nice thing about, I've done a previous video of it, so check it out. Just did one probably less than a month ago. And I also went to Italy. So if you're interested in going to Italy, the Italian like almost like park. It's got different kinds of restaurants that have Italian food. So again, casino, Dolby Live, T-Mobile Arena, Nomad, and Italy. So right over here's the pool. Over there's the pool. Yeah, just there we go. Yeah, Park MGM is a completely non-smoking. That's where I was going with that earlier. Sorry, just telling you something. But yeah, it's a completely non-smoking casino, and it's really nice in here. It's got a couple of. What I love is the hotel chandeliers. Check them out. Got a little bit of artwork through here.
I will check it. No, that's period.
No, one of the things right where I'm at right now was a sea of conference goers. The other day when I was doing there's the pool entrance. But when I was here, there was a sea of conference goers. So it was like spawning upstream for me. Over there is where, like, where you park and stuff. Over here, ladies and gentlemen, is the Starbucks. Starbucks, everyone. Chef's truck. You can order food right off this cart when it's open. I haven't seen it open in like forever. Somebody out there know the hours of that thing, let me know. Check out the high limit table games. High limit table games. We're going to be crossing the street over to the New York in a minute. But we're walking through Park MGM now. Here's their ticket office. I covered all this in the video. Tom Segura. Guess he's the headliner. This is where Lance Burton used to perform all his magic. Good guy. Lance Burton still does things for not only the magic community, but also the regular Las Vegas community. Check out the chandelier. Love the chandeliers. Everything here. Here's the cashier's office and the MGM rewards. So you can get your cash in all of the chips that you're going to win and become a member. You should become a member before you spend any money. Down here is, there's a lot of Lady Gaga outfits and stuff. There's one right there. Lady Goo Goo. And here's the Lady Goo Goo shop. It's got some Lady Goo Goo stuff. All right, so we're about to head out over to New York. And then from the New York, we're going to go across the street. We'll be out in the heat. But you can see how much better this is to walk than it would be to walk just straight down. Because I'm telling you, the sun is what's killer. It's not the heat. It's not the heat, it's the sun that kills you. So right over here is the park. You can see from right here, you can also see the roller coaster. T-Mobile Arena is right here.
I know, that's why I go slow.
Over there is Las Vegas Boulevard. Back there is the T-Mobile Arena. You can probably make it out. Right back there. And this is kind of like the park. Now, because the Las Vegas hockey team is so popular, this place packs out during any of the games and stuff. I have never tried that top round roast beef. That might be a good place to try. Let's take the fastest entrance to get us out of the heat. The whole idea is not to look around, but to get to the Mandalay Bay without walking through the heat. As much heat as we can avoid. So we're actually at the New York. And I have avoided so much sun so far. Absolutely incredible. Mad Apple, that's one of their shows. Broadway Burger Bar and Grill. It's a cool Now this place is, the New York is really styled. You can see a lot of the wrought iron and things, the wrought iron fence, stairways. Helen Yee dry cleaning. Look at all these people staying out of the sun by eating. Great idea. There's Gonzales y Gonzales. There's bars everywhere. But it's all themed after, you know, being in New York. So there's Times Square, hot dogs, Tom's Watch Bar. I am a Raider fan. Here's their sports book. Here's their sports book. And here's another Starbucks, ladies and gentlemen. So all within, I passed by the Starbucks that was at the Bellagio. I passed by the Starbucks in help me out. The Starbucks in the Park MGM, and then now in New York, New York. Check it out. Look at the big signs up there. Look how cool this place is. Yeah, big, gigantic ceilings. Nine Fine Irishman pub is a really nice place to go. You like Irish food and Irish type fun. Here's a blackjack. Nine Fine Irishmen. There's another entrance. 21 years old. Here's the chocolate bar because this is Chocolate World. Hershey's Chocolate World. Check it out. I'm gonna get the full view here. Hershey's Chocolate World. There's all kinds of fun things to do in there. There's MGM Rewards. And we're going to be going up these stairs. And we're going to cross over the pedestrian bridge. And yeah, there are a lot of, if you've never been to Vegas, there's a lot of pedestrian bridges that will take you from one area to the one. It'll help you cross the street without getting run over like it used to be when I first moved to here 30 years ago. I mean, they've had these pedestrian bridges in probably 30 years, but they started putting them all in. So here's the Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas store. Here's the upstairs portion of the Hershey's chocolate. And now we're going to go across the pedestrian bridge. Now we are back out in the heat a little bit, so bear with me. Oh, we need to go. I forgot. We need to go to the other one. It's my fault. My fault. So we're going to want to take the one that's over here closer to this New York pizzeria. They have New York pretzels. Look at these. Yum. Doesn't that look good? Yeah. So you could have just gone right. You could have just gone right here. And gone this way. So from the escalator. So you got pizzeria, wing zone, and capriati's here. You got a daiquiri. Got a place to buy cool hats. In case you were wondering where I could pick up a really cool cowboy hat. Here's Uptown Gelato. And we're still going. Yes, indeed. We are still going. They keep these doors closed, for obvious reasons. Oh, we're back out in the 114 degree weather. And man, is it hot out here. I mean, you can feel your eyelashes curl. Where we're going is right. See this tower right here? Tower? We're going that direction toward the tram, so we're not going very far. And then we're going to take the express tram. See the Excalibur? See Las Vegas? See the roller coaster? This right here is Tropicana. And right over here, you see over there, that's where the A Stadium is going. There's MGM, the Lion. That's where the A Stadium is going.
$2 water.
So, Excalibur has Dick's Last Resort, which is really popular. See down here the little elfin land. Right there, the little elfie part. Here's some funny showgirls. We won't look at them. So, see where it says tram to Mandalay Bay? Las Vegas Strip walkway to Excalibur. We are going to go to the tram. Now, there's a difference in trams because there's a, sorry, buddy. There's a difference because the one tram to Mandalay Bay is an express. And then the one down to Las Vegas will probably take you to the Luxor. Tram hours of operation, 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. So, but we're going to want to take the, almost ran into this guy. Feel bad. I'm sitting there YouTubing. You being a YouTuber. Paul, the sign says Paul. And we're going to take the tram to the Mandalay Bay. This one says tram service to Luxor and Mandalay Bay. Tram 2 is the express service to Mandalay Bay. So we're going to want to take the express if it's working. Otherwise, we'll just stay on the one that goes to Luxor. But this is the one we want. Kind of cool, huh? See if we can see some more over here. Yeah, right over here is where the A's, it's now the Las Vegas A's. And they're playing in California still. I don't know why they didn't come and play. We have a AAA ballpark. And the park is, the place where they play is called the park, or the ballpark. And that's where the A's Stadium, there's supposed to be hotels go in there. Right behind there, there's the MGM. Right behind there's the OYO Hotel and Casino and the Motel 6. Now, 30 years ago, I used to love to stay at the Motel 6 here. Not because I was cheap, but that was a good reason. But the reason is because you could actually park your car right next to your door, go in and out. And I used to like, when I came here, before I lived here, I would come here and drive around the city. I always do that. I don't like to stay in one area. I like to go and see the entire city. So I would drive here, stay at Motel 6, and then get in my car and drive all the way around. And I still had access to the hotel. So might be a while before it gets here. So I'm gonna pick you back up when it gets here. So, but in here, you're actually in a nice air-conditioned place. So stick with me. All right, our carriage has arrived. And again, this is the express tram to Mandalay Bay. And right now we're at the Excalibur. So I'll let you know when we get over to Mandalay Bay, our final destination. So we've actually made it to the Mandalay Bay. We took the tram ride, and I'm going to show you. I'll show you a little bit of Mandalay Bay and see what you think. All right, so stick with me. Getting off the tram. Getting off the train. Now, the thing about Mandalay Bay is it has a unique smell. It's almost like coconut. So, see the sign? Welcome to Mandalay Bay. Welcome to Mandalay Bay. Welcome to Mandalay Bay. So you just kind of take this little route through here. Back over there is Luxor. We bypassed the Luxor to get here. I'm going to go down the escalator that isn't working, obviously. Hate walking down escalators that aren't working. Now, there was another set of stairs, but sometimes you got to torture yourself. All right, so welcome to Mandalay Bay. Starlight Tattoo. The House of Blues is here. Essentials, it's not open, but Essentials is like MGM's convenience stores inside these hotels. Here's some poker players. This is the poker lounge. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. We are at Mandalay Bay, and it took, let's see if I can calculate it real quick. It's 1:35. I left that area over in Bellagio about 1, so it took us about a half hour, and which was really fast, and we didn't have to walk in the heat. So, well, welcome to Mandalay Bay, and thank you for sticking with me, and keep watching my videos and see where my adventures take me. So thank you for joining me, and stick with me.